Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to discuss about this deep topic which was bothering me and जिसने मुझे पूरी life bother किया है, because when you are in this world and I don't know how many of you will relate to it, but I've always felt like um, my authenticity is not accepted here. Whoever I am as a person is not accepted here. And when I say whoever I am as a person, I means basic things like the way I talk, the way I sit, what I like to eat, what I don't like to eat, the way I dress up, okay, what I like, what I don't like. I felt all these things are off, all these things are not accepted here, and all these things are not important. Like nobody wants to focus on all these things. Like all these things are nothing. So I felt, um do I really have any kind of importance in this world? Do I really am I really deserving of receiving the love, the connection, the friendship, the support, the community, the opportunities, okay, the connections? Am I really deserving of all these things? Can I also have all these things? And slowly and gradually I started to have this deep self hatred towards myself. Like there is deeply something wrong with me. There is something wrong with my height, there is something wrong with my hair, there is something wrong with my eyes, there is something wrong with my nose, there is something wrong with my lips, there is something wrong about everything about me. There is something wrong about me. Deeply, there is something wrong about me. I'm just not able to fit in. I just don't fit in. People just don't accept me. Okay, so slowly and gradually what started to happen that because I started to be disconnected from myself, from my authenticity, and slowly and gradually I forgot that what I like, what I don't like, because there was no place for my needs, for my authentic expression. And when I say authentic expression, I mean there was no place for my expression. Like, I like this, I like wearing this, I like sitting here, I like watching this, I like eating this, I like this food, I like talking like this, I like dressing like this, I like going there, I like this thing, I don't like this thing. I felt I just have to accept whatever is coming my way. If I will say no, if I will express my need, if I will express my wants, then there is going to be consequences and I will be left alone, and this person will be triggered, this person will be angry, this person will leave me, this person will be offended, this person will not like me. So whatever this person is offering me, even if it is 1% or 2%, I have to accept it. Otherwise I'm gonna leave this person also. Sorry, not I am. Otherwise this person is gonna leave me. I will lose this person also. And then I will be left alone. I will be lonely. I'll have no one. After so long, finally somebody is talking to me. Finally somebody is asking me something. Finally somebody is offering me something. So I better accept it. If I will not accept it, then I'm gonna lose this also. I'm gonna lose this person also. I'm gonna lose this opportunity also. I'm gonna lose this thing with what I am having. 1 minute. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Is it fine? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I always felt that, do I also exist? Can I also say something? Do I also have some kind of say in the society, in relationship, and in this world? Can I also express what I want? you know can I also express that I am hurt? I don't like it. I don't want them to talk to me like that. I don't want them to talk to me like this. I don't want them to treat me like this, that this action really hurt me. And will I be able, will they see me for what they did to me? So I always felt that I just cannot have all these things. I cannot express all these things. I cannot express myself. And I just cannot take up the space. I felt there is deeply something wrong with me. And everyone is having everything without doing anything, without sacrificing anything. Their needs are seen and met. They are doing mistakes. They still have friends. They still have love. They still have opportunities. They still have connection. They still are held, supported, and accepted. And I am trying to fix myself constantly. I'm trying to fit in constantly. I'm trying to be the better person or the better version of myself, to be at least accepted or seen that okay, I'm also here, look at me. But even my smallest mistake is treated as the big rejection, like if you do this, you are nothing to us. So I was like, is my importance is this much, only this little, that I do not have space to make mistakes. I do not have space to be authentically who I am, like laugh, crack jokes, be myself, and say yes to things I really want, say no to things I really don't want. Is my mind is also seen? Is my heart is also seen? Can I also be seen? So all these things started to create this deep self-hatred towards my authentic self, because nobody ever cared that nobody ever cared about my authenticity, about my expression. They really never focused on all these things. They really never made me feel seen for all these things. They really never praised me for all these things. Okay, so I started to feel like maybe I'm a misfit. Okay, and maybe there is something deeply wrong with me. Maybe there is everything wrong with me. That's why they hate me this much. That's why they ignore me this much. That's why they don't notice me. That's why they don't want me. That's why they don't include me. That's why they don't give me any opportunities. That's why they don't want to be around me. That's why they don't forgive me. That's why they don't give me any chances. It is easy for them to forgive me. Sorry, not forgive me. It is easy for them to replace me. Okay, and I'm only and only included and seen when I'm useful in any way, in a certain way. When whatever I'm doing for them is useful, and if my presence in their life is useful in any way, if adding on to, if I'm doing something for them, okay, then only they need me. So I started to associate my worth as being useful, that I have to be useful, I have to be needed, they have to have some kind of work from me. Then only they will want to talk to me, then only they will want to include me, then only they will want to sit with me, then only they will want to hang with me, then only they will want to eat with me, then only they will include me. Otherwise, I'm nothing. I'm only seen when they have some kind of work, when I'm useful to them, when I'm giving them something. Okay. And when it comes to receive, whether it is attention, being seen, love, respect, being included, okay, any form of receiving, they just don't care. Okay, they just don't care. They don't care about me as a person that I am, as a soul that I am. They only care what I am bringing to the table, how I am being useful, okay, and what work I can do for them. Then only I can have small opportunities or love or friendship or then only they will talk to me for 5-10 minutes, then only they will sit with me, then only they will even want to meet me. So I lived with this kind of darkness, like I'm no one, I'm nothing. And if I want to live here, if I want any kind of connection, friendship, or love, or even the 5 or 10 minutes of talk, then I have to be useful. I have to be giving something. I just cannot sit and claim the space as mine, set boundaries, express my needs and wants, and still be fully accepted and received and important in their life. They will have nothing to do with me if I'm not suppressing my boundaries, if I'm not suppressing my needs, voicing my if I am expressing my true self, then they will have nothing to do with me, because then maybe their shadows will be triggered. Maybe their shadows will be triggered, they will be triggered, and they will leave me. They will not want me. So I just cannot express myself. I just cannot take up the space. I just cannot express myself in all the ways that I really want to express. And when I say that in all the ways that I really wanted to express, I mean things that I wanted them to, like my boundaries, my needs, my wants. And if I did not like something about them, okay, and if I really did not want to go there, if I really did not want to talk, if I really did not want to eat this, to say no to the things that I really don't want, and to say to the things that I really want. I felt I'm not allowed to express myself. If I will say all these things, if I will express myself, then they will have nothing to do with me. Okay? And if I'm not useful, if I'm not giving, if I'm not helping, if I'm not contributing something, then my presence is nothing. Then they just don't need me. Then I'm not valuable. I have to add some value. Otherwise, I am nothing. I don't deserve to be treated with love, and a person who's deeply valuable of receiving everything without doing anything. I I know most of the women out there will relate to it, because this conditioning is just not ours. I've seen this pattern in many women out there now. And this makes me feel that I'm not the only one who is being through something like this, but most of us as a women, we feel our value is tied to what we do, to our action, to our doing, to how much we can suppress our needs, how much we can allow people to walk over us, and how much we are giving and doing and doing. And then somewhere in the end, we feel this deep loneliness, this deep grief, this deep sense of loneliness, that do I also exist? Do I also matter? Am I also someone? Will someone also will someone also see me? Will I also be seen? Do really someone care about me, my needs, my wants, my pain, my hurt, and my heart, and my needs, and my wants, and my dreams, my wish? Do they really care about me? Am I really seen for all these things? So we have this deep ancestral loneliness, and I've seen this loneliness and this thing in my lineage, where relationships were built on something like, you do this for me, you will take care of my house, my food, my clothes, and cleaning and washing and cooking, and I will provide, and I will give money, bring food, and all these things. So it was just superficial connection. There was no deep connection. There was no depth. Like, I really value you as a person, and I also value you as a person. That's why we are together. No, it was based on survival. That I want to survive. I want home. I want food. I want shelter. I want this. I want that. And because I don't believe in myself, so I know that you will provide me all these things. So I will be with you. And to be with you, I will ignore your bad behaviors, even if you are not making me feel seen, heard, valued. At least you are giving me home, shelter, food, and all these things. So connection was built on the foundation of survival, that we want to survive, and in order to survive I will be with the person who can help me survive in this world, who can give me the shelter, the food, and the clothes, and the water, and the house to live. And in order to have all these things, because I feel deeply unsafe and undeserving of all these things, I will allow your bad behaviors. I will ignore them. I will not voice. I will not stand up for myself. I will allow you to make me not feel seen or heard. I will erase myself because I just want to survive. So I saw this pattern in my lineage where everything is all about, all the connection, all, even the marriages and everything is based on survival. That we just want to survive. We are coming together because we just want to survive in this world. So I never saw a deep care for each other, for each other's soul, for their heart. Like, I really value you. I really care for you. I really care about your needs, your wants, and what brings happiness in your life and to you. Like, I really want to see you happy. I really want to see you grow. Okay, it was all about, I will do this, you better respect all these things, and do not demand anything other than all these things. And apart from this, whatever I will do, my behaviors and all those and all those this that, you should ignore all these things. If you will voice against my bad behaviors, then you will lose all these things, the safety, the home, the security. And because the feminine, the women, they felt that they are not educated enough, they are not talented enough, they are not good enough, they are not intelligent enough, they are not smart enough, they are not beautiful enough, they are not good. Okay, they have no talent, they are not deserving of receiving all these things for their existence, because there is a lot of abundance in this world, and the more they will choose themselves, the universe will provide for them. They did not have this kind of security, this kind of blueprint, this kind of examples in front of them, so they allowed masculine to suppress the feminine, and they allowed themselves to settle for less. They erased themselves. They started to suppress parts of themselves, abandon the parts of themselves uh, which can complete them, which could have complete, ये ऐसे बोलेंगे ना, which can complete them. Okay, and they started to just live for like, मुझे इतने साल जीना है, अब तो मुझे बस काटना है ज़िंदगी, अब बस मुझे बस जीना है. तो for them life became they stopped enjoying life, they stopped enjoying togetherness, they stopped enjoying connection, they stopped honoring their needs, their wants, and they started to shame their needs and their wants. Okay, they started to look down on their needs and their wants. They started to feel that all my needs and wants and everything that I feel is not safe. If I will stand for all these things, if I will start claiming all these things, if I want all these things, then the home, the security, and the safety will be taken away from me. So God doesn't love me. I have no place in this world. There is no place for my needs and my wants in this world. Everyone have it, but I don't have it. Everyone can have it, but I cannot have it. Everyone can enjoy it, but I cannot. I only have to sacrifice. I only have to hide. I only have to understand. I only have to be happy for others. I cannot think about myself. Thinking about myself is not safe. Thinking about my needs and wants, claiming my space is not safe. So they never felt safe. They never had the kind of safety to rise in their own power, to realize their own full potential, to realize their own power, their own divinity. And in my journey, because I felt so disconnected, so unworthy, the same like they felt, because they were not, I don't blame them, because they did not receive it by themselves, and they did not have the kind of awareness, and also they did not choose it. Okay, so they were not able to give me the same, teach me the same, show me the same, be the example for me. So I had to unlearn a lot of things. I had to unlearn a lot of conditionings, lot of things about myself, because as a woman, most of us, we have deep shame for our own body, which I always had. I felt my body is not mine. I just cannot claim my body as mine. My body is not mine. My body is for men. My body is for them. My body is for their lust, their pleasure, and for them. I just cannot claim my body. It's like, like I am the owner of my own body. Nobody can look at me in that way. I have this invisible boundaries. I respect my body, deserve to be respected, seen, and treated as the respect, with the respect. My body deserves to be seen and treated with respect, and nobody have the authority or the right to look at me like that. I never felt that. I always felt that I have to hide my body, because it was the deep conditioning in my lineage, where most of the women they felt that their body belongs to the man they are going to marry. They do not have any right over their own bodies. They just cannot say no. Okay, they just cannot they just cannot claim their body as their own. Like, their body is for their comfort, their pleasure, and their desires. And this made them feel that they are nothing. They are born for the man. They are born to comfort them in whichever way they can bring comfort, ease in man life. They are born for only and only that. I'm not shaming any gender. I'm just sharing my own experience and the things I see in women these days, because there are so many good men out there. I'm not targeting them, but I'm talking about the collective and my own lineage, I think trauma, blueprint, and what they felt as a woman. So I also inherit this. I also felt that my body is not my own. And I had this deep hatred for each and every body parts of mine. I always felt, when I was growing as a woman, okay, when my body was growing, I was growing, that I felt that I should hide myself. I should hide the parts of myself. I just felt this deep shame for my growing, for when I was growing. I felt it is shameful, it is bad, it is yeah, deeply ashamed of my own body parts, because I felt that I am just an object for somebody else to look at me the way they want to, play with me the way they want to, and see me the way they want to. So, all these things are bringing disrespect in my life. Because of these things, because I am in this women body, because I am a woman and I'm growing also. Because of my growing body parts, they have started to look at me in a certain way, and I did not like that gaze. I felt all these things because I'm a woman and growing, and all these parts are attracting this in my life, and I don't want this. Okay, so I started to feel this deep shame and hatred for my own parts, for my own body, which I'm still releasing. I'll not say totally I've released, but yeah, I'm on my own journey. So, and this thing is there in my lineage also, where women felt that they cannot own their own bodies, they cannot have boundaries around their own bodies. They do not, like, when you feel you do not own your body, you feel you cannot say no, you cannot have boundaries, and your body is not your own. Your body is somebody else's property for enjoying, for whatever doing, for whatever they want to do, and you are just here, and you are just here in this body to give them pleasure or satisfaction or whatever we can say. So I never realized until now, because I am having all these realizations and I'm like, why do I hate myself this much? Then I had this realization that, okay, I hate these things. And if I hate these things, it means I hate this about myself. So, yeah. Uh, so, also because I felt that if I'm not loved, then there is something wrong with me, and I have to, maybe I have, when I will make a lot of money, when I will be maybe successful or famous or look in a certain way, look the certain way, if I will look more prettier, more beautiful, if I will have higher positions in my work, then I will be accepted. So I started to wear all these masks. Okay, मैं लाइक जिसको भी देखती थी, who was more accepted, more loved, more praised, they were more belonged, they felt more belonged, and they had a lot of friends. I started to copy the way they were, the way they used to dress, the way they used to carry themselves, their thoughts, their beliefs, and how they were as a person. I started to mimic them. That okay, and I started to mimic their likes, dislikes, and in whichever area they were good, I felt if I will be like this, then I will be accepted. Okay, and if I will be more successful, if I will make more money, if I will be more famous, if I will be more this and that, then I will be loved, then people will start to see my value, then people will start to see my heart, then I will be loved. But I did not realize it that I was doing it from the place of total self-hatred. I was doing it from the place of I hate myself, I hate the parts of myself. When I say parts, I mean versions of myself which are authentic to myself. I hate different parts of myself, different versions of myself, which completes me, which makes me this whole person, which are authentic to myself. I hate them all. So I इंग्लिश में क्या बोलेंगे उसे, सो आई वॉन्ट टू क्रिएट दिस वर्जन ऑफ माई सेल्फ from the place of lack, from the place of me being disconnected from love, me feeling or me believing in this illusion that I am disconnected from love or I can be disconnected from love. I started to create this version, this fake version of myself, which was not authentic to myself, to be accepted, to be loved. And when I was disconnected from my true authentic self and I was creating my life from this fake version of myself, which was not mine, no matter, even if I made certain amount of money, even I had certain type of friends, even um, when I was praised, okay, even when I had friends, even when I felt belonged, not totally, but at some extent, I still felt sad. I still felt that, I just don't feel good. I always am living in this fear that if this mask will fall off, if they will see this flaw of mine, if they will see that I'm actually not good at this, maybe that I have actually copied this, copy pasted this, if my mask will fall off in any area of my life, then they are gonna leave me. Then they will not want to talk to me. Then I will be alone. Then I lived with this pressure 24 and 7 that I just cannot be myself, and I always have, do I really have to perform to be loved, to make money, and to have friendship, to have respect, belonging, safety in this world? Is world is all about this? Then I started to have more self hatred towards, then I started to have hate everything about my life. No matter, even if I received the praise, if I felt belong, even if I was being invited, even if I was being loved at some extent or being praised for XYZ thing, I still felt lonely. I still felt alone. I still felt that they are just attached to the mask of me. They are just attached to this fake version of me. They really do not want to know me. The moment I try to show my flaws, the moment I try to show my insecurities, my worries that I'm not perfect, I'm not a perfect human being, and I also have fears, and I'm doing this because I'm scared, I'm fearful, they just don't want to talk to me. They just want to leave me. They are so disinterested in my pain, in my truth, in me. They are just only attached to this fake version of me, which I am not, which I don't want to be. So even when I sat with a lot of friends, even when I was having friends, connection, and all these things, I started to feel more lonely, more alone. I started to feel more disconnected from myself. I started to feel more angry. I started to feel hollow, empty. And I started to hate myself more. That and I started to ask everything, that why do I have to do this? Why am I so scared? Why do I have to live in this fear 24 and 7, that I with the fear that I cannot make mistakes. I just cannot be true to myself. I cannot show my flaws, express my flaws. I just cannot express the who I am. I just had this deep fear that they are gonna leave me. Okay, they will not want me. They will not feel inspired by me. They will not want to talk to me because they are attached to this fake version of me, which are useful for them in a certain way. Because again, I felt my usefulness is what is needed. My usefulness will bring anything in my life, whether it is friendship, whether it is love, connection, respect. My usefulness is needed there, not my being, not who I am at my core, not who I am as a person, as a soul in my heart. So in order to be useful, I started to create these fake versions of myself. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I know this, I know that. Even when I did not know any of those things, even when I was not all those things, because I had this deep desperation that I also want to feel connected. I also want to have friends. I also want to be invited. I also want to feel connected. Okay? So I felt what I am is not enough. So so in this world, whoever have all these things, let me just notice them, what they are, okay, what they like, what people like about them, what people praise about them, for what people are being connected to them. I started to be all those things, and then I started to fear that what if they see that I am not all those things? What if my mask fall off? What if I'm really not good at what they feel that I am good at? What if they start looking down on me? What if I show my true self, my truth, my authentic self, my vulnerability, my fears, my insecurities, they leave me? What if they have nothing to do with me then? What if they are attached to this strong, independent women who have figured out her life, who is this, who's that version of me? Because I also wanted to express my insecurities, my fear, my doubts, my true self. But I felt if I will express all these things, then they will see me as dumb, as good for nothing, as no one, as someone who's dumb and not deserving of love. So my message to you all is that I have realized, and I am realizing it. I don't know if I have realized it in depth, but something that I have realized is the core of everything is love. No matter what we are doing here, okay, what we are trying to become, what we are trying to have, everything is connected to love, deeply with love. Even if you want that house, that job, that post, that reputation, okay, that friendship, that connection, that belonging, that name, fame, eventually the core of it, you want to feel loved. Okay, if you want to feel provided, belonged, that you have friends, you have connection, okay, and people really want to talk to you, people really look up to you, people are really inspired by you, the core of it is love. That you really want to be loved. You really want to be loved. And for you, love is all these things. Okay, when you are receiving all these things, you feel loved, right? You feel seen. And when you feel seen, that is also love, that somebody is seeing you. Okay, then they are thinking of you, they are liking certain things about you. And it is not always about the praise, but what it gives you when somebody is recognizing you, seeing you, and appreciating you, or looking up to you and being inspired by you. What do you think? Okay, this person notices me, this person really thinks about me, this person is really what I say, blank, बिल्कुल blank मैं हो गई. Like, it is not about the praise, it is about this person is noticing me, this person is thinking of me, this person is again blank, आपकी डिटेल्स को वो नोटिस कर रहा है. ओके, एंड they are, yeah, all these things. So it is about all these things. It is not about the compliment. It is about कि compliment के पीछे वो क्या कर रहे हैं जिनकी वजह से वो आपको compliment दे रहे हैं. So you feel loved. The end is love. Okay? So in the end, when you feel deeply disconnected from the source, from your heart, from divine, Okay, you feel disconnected from yourself and you give into this illusion and you start to believe in this illusion that you can be disconnected from the God, from the source, from the divine. You start to disconnect from your true authentic self, from the versions of you which completes you, which makes you whole and complete. You start to uh, feel unsafe around all those versions of you, all those, not versions, all those parts of you. You start to push them away, you start to hate them, you start to feel unsafe around those parts, towards those parts, because of those parts. So you start to adapt and create and you start to create your life to fill the void. Okay, you start to create your life from the place of lack, from the place of being disconnected from your heart, from the source, from the divine. You start to build your life from this fake version and fake identity of you, which is not authentic to yourself, which is not you at your core. Okay, because somewhere, maybe in this lifetime or in other lifetime, and maybe because of your conditioning, maybe the other reasons, you felt somewhere that it is not safe for you to be authentic to yourself. Maybe somewhere you were treated in a bad way, something wrong happened to you, you were not accepted for all those parts which made you whole, which were you. Okay, so you started to disconnect from those parts, you started to feel these parts are not safe, you started to feel these parts are not good. Okay, I am not being loved for these parts, so you started to reject, suppress, deny, disown these parts, and you started to and to fill the void, and to fill the gap, you started to create your life, build your life from this fake version of you, all the versions of you which you are not. And from this version, when you attracted everything in your life, whether it is name, fame, money, house, people, connection, spouse, love, which is not actually love, partner, friendship, and recognition, praise, um, you started to feel more empty. You will feel more empty, you feel more lonely, you feel more sad. And if you are not ready to face your own sorrow, your own grief, your own hurt, your own pain, you will start to run towards all those things, so that, and you will try to keep yourself busy. Okay, if I will have the next thing. Okay, now let's say I am now successful, still I'm not feeling good. I still feel grief, I still feel empty, I still have this void. Maybe if I will have this now, maybe if I will have this big of a house now, then maybe this void, I will not feel this void. Then maybe I will have the answer. Now you have this big house. Again you feel more empty. Now you felt that if I will have this beautiful woman or this handsome man in my life, then maybe I will not feel the void. I will have the answer to all my questions. You have it. Now you feel more void. So, if you are not ready to face, and you are running away from your heart, from your true self, from yourself, from your own pain and grief, if you are not ready to face it, and you are just running with this false version of yourself towards all the things which are disconnecting you further away from your truth, trust me, you will not feel complete ever. This will, no matter what you will achieve, what you will have, what you will gain, anything which you will have in this material world is not gonna fill this void, fill this gap inside you. will not make you feel full or whole or happy. Other person or any external thing is not gonna fill the void, is not gonna make you feel anything, is not gonna make you feel whole or complete until and unless you stop and you ask, you look around. I have everything, I have all these things. Why am I still not feeling good? And why am I still not feeling empty? Sorry, why am I still not feeling good? Why am I still feeling empty? Why am I still feeling hollow? Why I still feel this grief, this emptiness inside me? Then only the answer will start to come. And the grief, the sadness you will feel that, okay, I created all these things from the place of this unauthentic version of me, from the false version of me. So half of my life was false, half of my life was not truth, half of my life was me being ignorant of my truth. The moment you will sit with this pain, this grief, and the moment you will allow yourself to feel the hurt, the pain, the sadness, the grief, trust me, after the while, you will start to feel, you will start to feel good again. If I'll say that, I'll not say that you will feel whole in 1 year or 2 year or 3 year or 4 year, but it's a journey. Okay, it's a journey, and universe will, because now you are allowing, so you are allowing universe also to show you all those versions, all those things, everything in your life which you built on the foundation of self-hatred, fear, and rejection of your true authentic self, of your true self. And the more and more you will let go of all those things, okay, from your life and within yourself, you will let go of those versions of yourself which you built on the foundation of fear and unauthenticity, if I'm saying it right. And from the place of, okay, if I will not do this, I will lose everything. It was the foundation was fear. The foundation was void, lack, emptiness. The foundation was being disconnected from the source, from your heart, from who you are at your core, and from your authentic self, from love. I know it is not easy. It is not going to be easy. You will be terrified, you will be scared. But when you will start to do it slowly and gradually, you will start to build that safety within yourself, and your mind will also have the proof that the more I'm letting go of these things which were built on lack, emptiness, void, me being disconnected from love, from source, and fear, and all those things, your mind will start to feel more and more safe. Your nervous system will start to feel more and more safe to come in alignment with who you are. And that is the only thing which can bring happiness in your life. And now from this state, from this aligned state, when you will take any action, when you will build your life, when you will attract those friends, that partner, that money, that praise, that respect, and all these things that as a human we really want, you will start to feel more healed. These things will not bring sorrow, emptiness, and pain and suffering, and more lack, more void in your life. You will not feel lonely, alone. Now, because you are creating these things from the place of alignment, from the place of who you are, from authenticity, you will start to feel more aligned. You will start to feel that these things are healing you more. These things are showing you that, see, the more you are aligned to yourself, the more you are taking up the space, the more you are taking action from the place of alignment, from the place of love, from the place of not rejecting the parts of yourself which are authentic to yourself, you are receiving more of these things, and these things will start to act as a healing element for you, as an assurance, a surety that, see, the you are receiving all these things, okay, you are having all these things more and more, the more you are aligning yourself with your true self. With your true authentic self, and these things will start to bring the deep healing which I cannot explain in words. When you will see your money, when you will see your house, when you will see your friends, when you will see the um, respect coming, when you will see the connection, when you will see all these things, you will start to feel, oh my god, I'm receiving all these things for my true authentic self, and these things are working as validation, if I say, or assurance, okay, that see how deserving you are for all these things, because you have accepted yourself, because just who you are. Like, all these things will start to talk to you and tell you that, you know, see, the more you are connected to yourself, the more you are loving yourself, the more you are moving in this world from your aligned self, the more we are coming to you, and we are coming to you as an assurance, okay, that we love you for your authenticity, we see you for it, and you are deserving of all these things in this world, and you will not feel empty, disconnected, or bad. So yeah, I wanted to create this video today because मुझे बहुत ही ज़ोर से ये realization आया था, and whenever I have any these kind of realization, I start to feel, okay, I just need to create video. Earlier it was like a pressure that अभी मुझे week में 2 video बनानी है, otherwise कुछ तो गलत हो जाएगा, कुछ तो छूट जाएगा. It was from the place of fear. Now, because it is flowing, you can also see the difference in my passion and the way I'm talking. It's like I really want to share, I really want to express, and when I am expressing it, I'm like, मैंने बस express कर दिया है, and now I'm really not waiting for somebody to validate if these things are true, because I know these things to be true in my heart. I'm not waiting for the people to come and tell me, to comment and tell me that, come and tell me, comment and tell me, view my video, watch my video, like my video, and tell me that what I'm saying is true, because I know what I'm saying is true. It is not coming from the place of, oh my god, I need to fill the gap, I need to be successful, I need to be seen, I want to be seen in a certain way, I want to create this because I want this XYZ in my life, I'm so desperate for it. No, I know whatever I said is true, and it is coming from the deep sense of realization and deep sense of security and safety, that whatever I'm saying definitely will help some people, and even if it is helping the one person, then I will feel good, I will feel okay, the work is done. I'm not waiting for whatever I shared to be validated by everyone to be true, because I already know in my being, in my heart, that it is true. I validate it. I have already validated it, that whatever I said is true. I'm not waiting for anyone to come and tell me that it is true. Okay, so on this note, if you want any help, any guidance in your journey, any support in your journey, you can connect me on the YouTube channel, on my comments, or you can email me, you can reach out to me on my Instagram. Where else? Yeah, only these platforms. I hope this time I was better from the last time. So yeah, on this note, I love you all. I wish lot of love for all of you, and I really wish that you also um, come to yourself in the end, to your heart, and you also allow yourself to feel this wholeness, and you also allow yourself to have this experience that there was never anything wrong with you, and it is okay to have desires, needs, and wants. Okay, and it is there is absolutely no need to sacrifice your desires, your wants, your needs, and your true expression in order to survive, to live, because you don't have to survive. You have not come here to survive. You don't have to see life as surviving, that I am born here, I just have to survive for my clothes, for my food, for the shelter, for the water, for living. I don't have to survive. I want each and every woman out there to realize their own potential, their own shakti, and it will only and only come when you will feel safe in your body, in your being, and that when this safety will come, that no matter, that even if you will choose your desire yourself, the universe will choose you more, and you will be supported, you will be provided, and you are always seen. You don't have to sacrifice any part of you which are authentic to yourself in order to so-called survive or to live or to have all these things which your mind is making you feel that finally I'm having this is okay, itna bhi mil raha hai to bahut hai. You don't have to do this. You deserve to feel life, enjoy pleasure, enjoy your body, love your desire, enjoy the desires, pleasure, and enjoy everything. You are here to feel life, experience life, feel good about life, feel good about yourself, feel good about your needs, your wants, feel so worthy to express yourself and still feel safe. And you are here to be seen for your soul, for your heart, for your shakti, for your uniqueness. You are not here to hide or survive. Because I know how it feels, because for 29 years, I'm 29, I have lived in this space and it's a horrible space to be in. On this note, I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video.